former champion versus current champion, to decide who is numero uno on these shores. Now, before they throw hands May 9th and duke it out, they're going to duke it out verbally here. Clock in, everyone.
There's a lot of being talked about right now, but I can't wait to put him to sleep on.
Been on your mind for the past how long, and now you're talking to me like that. It's just
yeah.
Like that.
Is this fight going to go into deep waters? What do we think?
Nah. First half done.
Absolute chaos erupted at the press conference when Daniel Dubois suddenly shoved Fabio Wardley during a tense face-off, instantly turning a heated verbal exchange into a physical confrontation. The shocking moment completely changed the atmosphere in the room as security rushed in to separate both fighters before things escalated even further. What was originally supposed to be a standard promotional event quickly spiraled into pure hostility. The tension between the two heavyweights had clearly been building for some time, but nobody expected it to explode in such dramatic fashion.
I don't know if I particularly learned anything. There was nothing I didn't know already that I hadn't seen already in other situations and other circumstances that it's a bit jittery when the cameras are on, when it's a big stage, when it's a big event. People's personality shows through, and nervous demeanor, nervous, jittery, on edge, twitchy. But they're all things that we'd already seen, already assessed already. So it wasn't particularly nothing new, things I'd already seen. But it was funny to see up close, that was all.
After the incident, Fabio Wardley opened up about what happened and made it clear that the issue was never about normal fight promotion or trash talk. According to Wardley, fighters exchanging words is part of boxing, and he has no problem with verbal mind games. However, he insisted that Daniel Dubois crossed a line once things became physical outside the ring. Wardley sounded calm while discussing the situation publicly, but the frustration underneath his words was obvious.
Look, I'm a stand-up person. I respect those that respect me and that show me respect and behave respectfully. From the interactions I've had with him on a number of occasions, it's not been that. So I don't mind a bit of back and forth, a bit of boxing. Like, the game's the game. I'm not fussed by that. It is what it is. But ultimately, there needs to be a level of respect there, and hold yourself properly, act properly in the right situations, and those things haven't been done. So no, there's not.
Meanwhile, trainer Don Charles attempted to calm the entire situation down by dismissing the incident as nothing more than emotional fight promotion. Charles strongly defended Daniel Dubois and tried redirecting attention back toward the actual fight rather than the chaos surrounding the press conference. However, many fans were not fully convinced by the explanation. To some observers, the attempt to downplay the moment felt forced, especially because pressure surrounding Dubois continues growing with every major fight.
Said to all that, talk is cheap. I normally got a lot to say, but you know what? I choose to be silent today. I want to talk about today and what's going to happen on the 9th of May, and that's all. Talk is cheap. Daniel doesn't have to prove nothing. He's only ever lost to one man twice. Usyk.
Later, Daniel Dubois came out sounding extremely confident and aggressive, promising to take Fabio Wardley's unbeaten record and prove himself once again at the highest level. Dubois spoke with intensity and conviction, insisting he is fully prepared for the challenge ahead. Yet despite the confidence, some analysts felt there was another layer beneath his words. Following the earlier physical altercation, a few people questioned whether Dubois was trying to reassure himself as much as the public.
Full of confidence for this one. Full of confidence, raring to go. And I've got to take his own. I'm going to be the first man to do it. And, I'm just can't wait.
Fabio Wardley responded with complete confidence, showing absolutely no hesitation when discussing how he sees the fight ending. Wardley is not merely predicting victory, he openly believes he will knock Dubois out. That level of belief appears to come from his experience surviving difficult moments and still finding ways to finish opponents dramatically. Wardley thrives in chaotic fights where pressure builds round after round.
How does the fight go? Well, I think it's obvious to see that I'll knock him out. Like that's easiest to say. That's known. It's just whether I want to do it early or I want to do it.
Support for Dubois also came from his brother, Solomon Dubois, who backed Daniel fully and predicted a knockout victory. Naturally, family members are expected to show confidence and loyalty, but supporters defending Dubois does not erase the concerns many fans still have regarding his reactions under pressure. Wardley has repeatedly proven he can operate effectively inside chaotic environments. He has survived adversity, exchanged heavy shots, and still managed to produce dramatic finishes.
I look up to him a lot. I'm very proud of him, all the things he's achieved in life, and I think my brother will win, obviously. I think he'll win by knockout.
Wardley later reminded everyone exactly what makes him such a dangerous opponent. He explained that in heavyweight boxing, one single moment can completely change a fight, and he believes his power gives him the ability to create those moments at any time. What makes Wardley especially dangerous is the calmness with which he speaks about violence inside the ring. He sounds relaxed, controlled, and composed while simultaneously warning that one clean shot can end everything instantly.
There's not much to say that hasn't already been said. And I guess on that point, the main thing to say is don't blink. It's because, look, my fans, my supporters, everyone here at Ipswich, especially here at this ground, the fight I had here was probably synonymous with that of don't blink, because all in a second, the fight with Justice Hooney was upside down and was on its head.
He did land with a shot at the end of the first round, but since then he's not managed.
He's just come up against a good fighter, that's all that's happened.
So many hovering around, waiting for a shot. Usyk and Dubois meet, Joseph Parker, Ajit Kabayel. There's all sorts of heavyweight. Oh! What about that from Fabio Wardley? And it just takes one shot. That is unbelievable. Fabio Wardley losing virtually every single round, and he fights a jackhammer. Oh my word!
And again, for the Daniel fight, I think it's going to be a very similar moment in terms of just one punch, knockout, him down, him out. If you blink, you would have missed it.
Daniel Dubois also reflected emotionally on his journey, giving credit to his father and family for helping shape him into the fighter he has become today. Those comments revealed a more personal side of Dubois and highlighted the sacrifices behind his career. However, while emotional motivation can inspire fighters, many analysts believe that alone will not be enough against someone like Wardley. Fabio brings non-stop pressure, dangerous knockout power, and the ability to stay mentally present during intense moments. This fight is no longer just about strength or technical skill. It has become a deeper battle involving composure, mentality, resilience, and emotional control under pressure.
I think when I've lived the life, so I guess I wouldn't be here without him. I wouldn't be here without, the dedication and the fire my dad has, and what he put into me. I'm glad I was the first male-born boxer and come out and went through that whole program.
Former fighter Spencer Oliver pointed directly toward what he believes is the biggest question surrounding Dubois, his mindset. Oliver acknowledged Dubois' physical gifts and punching ability but explained that mental strength remains the area people continue questioning. According to Oliver, Wardley has already shown he can survive adversity and still emerge victorious. He has demonstrated toughness, adaptability, and belief even in extremely difficult situations. If Dubois is not completely focused mentally, Oliver believes Wardley will expose those weaknesses quickly. At elite-level heavyweight boxing, mental composure often determines the difference between victory and collapse.
Mindset, Dom recognises that it's not about the physicalities of Daniel Dubois, never has been. He's a big, strong guy, and if you get his mind right and he's that self-belief there, and that's what Dom will be working on with him.
There's not many that should beat him ever.
No.
Carl Froch also expressed concerns regarding Dubois' mentality during difficult moments. Froch admitted Dubois possesses serious power, but he questioned how the heavyweight reacts when things stop going according to plan inside the ring. At the same time, Froch acknowledged that Wardley's opposition has occasionally been criticized. Nevertheless, he emphasized that Wardley consistently finds ways to win and finish fights regardless of circumstances. According to Froch, raw punching power alone cannot guarantee victory once pressure intensifies. Belief, resilience, recovery, and emotional control become even more important during moments of crisis. In those areas, Wardley appears more proven.
I wonder, when it comes on top for him, Daniel Dubois, what's up there and does he want it? That's the only real question mark I've got over his career. Obviously, losing to Usyk's no disgrace, but he's a massive puncher, big, hard hitter. And Fabio Wardley has never really been in there. You've got Justice Hooney, you've got Joseph Parker, you've got Fraser Clark. None of them are really bangers, are they? None of them can really punch hard for heavyweight. I'm sure if they hit you on the chin, it'd hurt. But somebody like me who's got a granite chin.
Ade Oladipo offered a balanced breakdown but still leaned slightly toward Wardley because of his devastating knockout ability. Oladipo admitted Wardley has absorbed punishment in previous fights, yet somehow still finds ways to reverse momentum dramatically. That unpredictability is exactly what makes him dangerous. Even if Dubois hurts him early, the danger may actually increase if Wardley survives those moments. The longer chaotic fights continue, the more comfortable Wardley tends to become. Oladipo described the matchup as a battle between raw power and resilience, with Wardley's ability to survive and strike back potentially becoming the decisive factor.
Christ, man. That's just sensational. Honestly, that is just brutality at its best. I have picked against Fabio 2 or 3 times. I will never pick against him again. That being said, I picked against Dubois a couple of times. I think it's 50-50, and this isn't fencing because I 51-49 Fabio. Fabio can crack, unlike any heavyweight I think right now in the division, but he takes a lot of punishment. Like, we've seen it, and I don't think you can take that type of punishment early from Dubois. But it's a tremendous fight. And look, if it does happen, credit to both. Credit to Dubois. To do Usyk, Miller, Hrgovic, AJ, Usyk, Wardley is better than any run minus Usyk in the heavyweight division. And, by the way, Parker was supposed to be squeezed in there.
Former champion Duke McKenzie highlighted something extremely important, the evolution of Fabio Wardley since becoming champion. According to McKenzie, Wardley is no longer relying solely on toughness and knockout power. He believes Wardley has matured into a far more complete fighter capable of adapting tactically and solving problems during fights. That development could become critical against someone with Dubois' physical strength and jab. McKenzie argued that Wardley's confidence has increased significantly after winning major fights and overcoming difficult situations. If the matchup becomes technical, Wardley appears to be improving rapidly. If it turns into an all-out war, he has already proven he can thrive in chaos and finish opponents dramatically.
Fabio Wardley's a world champion now in his own right. And that 5% I'm just talked to you about, he's 5% better now than what he was before he won the title, because that's what it gives you when you win a world title. Now, he's just beaten Joseph Parker, right? And messed him up quite badly. It wasn't an easy fight. It ebbed and flowed for periods in that fight, but ultimately, Wardley got the job done. That's what he does. He gets the job done. Look at his career. Now, he would have improved, and a lot is to be said of Daniel Dubois because he's got an excellent jab. That was the difference between him and AJ when they fought, was that jab. It was just beautiful. Wardley's got a good jab, and if Wardley's jab has improved since winning that title, then
Ade Oladipo again emphasized how dangerous Wardley becomes after surviving adversity. He pointed out that Wardley often absorbs heavy punishment but somehow remains emotionally calm enough to find devastating counters later in fights. That resilience separates him from many heavyweights who mentally collapse after difficult rounds. Dubois may possess enough power to hurt Wardley early, but if he cannot finish the fight decisively, the danger of a Wardley comeback increases with every passing round.
Throughout there I can find who's available, who wants to scrap and get it on.
All your fights, bar one, all your wins bar one have been by knockout. That's kind of what you do, right? It's written on the tin, as they say. You expect to knock out Daniel Dubois. I mean, we've seen you go points, the draw with Fraser Clark, you can go deep in fights, but you expect to knock this man out.
Yeah, look, I've done it before in terms of going the distance. It's something I know I've got in the locker, it's something I know I can do, but also like you say, as a proven record, I knock people out. And whether that be first, second, third round, or 10, 11, 12, I carry that power all the way through. I carry that heart, determination and game all the way through. Every minute of every round, I'm in the fight. There's not a second of the fight where you think I'm down and out.
Returning to the tactical side of things, Duke McKenzie stressed once more that Wardley's growth as a boxer may be underestimated. His ability to adapt mid-fight, adjust strategy, and remain composed under pressure gives him advantages beyond simple knockout power. McKenzie believes this is what makes the matchup so intriguing. If the fight stays technical, Wardley is improving rapidly enough to compete intelligently. If it becomes chaotic and emotional, Wardley has already shown he feels comfortable in exactly those situations. That flexibility could become one of the biggest factors on fight night.
As the champion, you obviously have a say in this fight as well. Why did you want to go straight into this one after a defeat? Most people have an easier one after a defeat, just to kind of get back on the horse, so to speak. You've gone straight into what many consider the #2 heavyweight in the world. Why have you gone straight there?
I think it's perfect for me. This fight, you know, you ain't a southpaw or anything like that. This is the domestic scrap I need. This is, you know, juicy for me. You know, this is proper boxing now. Back at home.
I'm coming out southpaw, so he's gonna be.
Once again, Ade Oladipo leans slightly toward Wardley because of the unique danger he carries throughout an entire fight. Wardley's ability to survive difficult stretches and suddenly produce explosive momentum swings makes him incredibly difficult to count out. Dubois may control early rounds through strength and aggression, but if the fight remains alive late, Wardley's resilience and belief could dramatically shift momentum.
I smile when I say that, where for me it's quite scary. Do you accept that this is going to be one of those painful fights?
Yeah, I think that's a given. Whether it be him, Joseph Parker, AJ Fury, Usyk, whatever. At this level of the game, there's no easy rides no more. There's no comfy cruise through the win and have it nice and easy. Like, it's gonna be a scrap. And especially with the way we two go at it, yeah, there's gonna be a few cuts, a bit of blood, and all the rest to go with it.
You liking that?
Blood sport, yeah. I love it.
Why? Why do you love that danger to it?
Nah, this is, you need to take chances if you want to be great. If you want to be great and do something, you know, to go down in history for, you need to take chances and risks, and this is what we are.
Finally, Duke McKenzie summarized the matchup perfectly by highlighting the complete evolution of Fabio Wardley. According to McKenzie, Wardley now combines confidence, adaptability, toughness, and knockout power in a way that makes him one of the most dangerous heavyweights in the division. Dubois' jab, strength, and aggression absolutely make him a dangerous challenge. But Wardley's growing ability to adjust under pressure and thrive inside chaotic fights may ultimately become the difference. Whether this matchup turns into a technical chess match or a brutal heavyweight war, one thing feels certain: both men are heading toward an explosive collision where composure, resilience, and mentality may matter just as much as punching power.